it on smash, foot on the gas, I will not crash.
Coach, playoff fever has come to upstate New York, and there's a look at New Era Field in Orchard Park. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl, and it'll be a great one between the Oakland Raiders and the Buffalo Bills. The winner of this one will represent the AFC in Super Bowl 54, and away we go on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
We play to win. Let's go! Get up! 180! Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Don't get nervous. Under 10. Under 10. 10. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Bang, 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 bang. Bang, bang.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They run on first down with Jackson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
180! Mike 54! I got it. Hey, 18. 54.
Now Trubisky on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Check 24. Check 24.
On the run, it's Mixon. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down.
Hey, let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here. Lock in.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Rashawn Gary in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Rosa's kick is good. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
On first down, it's Haskins. That's caught over the middle by Fant. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Check, 59. Watch the run. Say. Check, lucky.
Now it's Haskins. That is caught by the former Gator, Antonio Callaway. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 44-yard line. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. That'll go as a loss of 5. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Haskins will throw. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Ted Ginn, 60 yards. And the Raiders have taken the lead. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Hey, high 7. Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Hey.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Come on, QB, come on.
They'll indeed go for it with Trubisky. He is going to find Hill here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 49-yard line.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Mixon with it. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, and if anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good,
Yep.
Backside guys,
Meh.
that's what you're supposed to do.
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
Alert, alert. Alert, alert.
From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on first down. Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Stop your whining.
They'll run it with Jackson. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. Kill, kill, kill. Kill.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Over the middle to Smith. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
On 2nd down, here's Haskins. Going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
You got enough. 2 towards the mic. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Seems to me that our friend Old Momentum,
Good job.
I think he's definitely changed teams in this game.
It's only going to grow after that sack, and now, heck, they can get the ball back here and possibly even get the lead. Watch out for Hill on the return. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6.
54 Mike. Here we go. Kill.
Mixon with a first down carry. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From midfield now, here's Trubisky. And the Raiders have got him. Brandon Graham in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. AFC title game, second quarter action, 2 minutes to play. And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us, as always, as he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 53.
Here we go, 50.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. Cooper was the target there.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
They begin with a run by Barkley, and he'll be taken down right around the 27. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, Barkley. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now Haskins. Flushed out right. And this is going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 43.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
54. I'm here all day. I'm here. Hey, Foxtrot. 54. Mike, 54. Hey, tank. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick. But instead it falls down incomplete. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Hey, alert. Hey.
Trubisky will throw. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Trubisky now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here.
Let's go. Ran, come. Hey, Mike 50, Mike. Hey, orbit. Exit. Mike 50, Mike 50. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time.
Here's Trubisky. He'll take his shot for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Tyreek Hill, 46 yards. And the Bills have retaken the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense. They keep it with Barkley on first down. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Second down, Haskins. He's going to look deep down the field. Oh, man, it's caught inside the 10. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, a chip shot here. A complete shank. It's no good. Off to the right. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, this will be taken in at the 1. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And it'll be a terrific return here as he gets it down all the way inside the 30.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
Second half begins with a run from Barkley. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
At the 20-yard line.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Again, it's Barkley. No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Taking it in from the 20. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, Yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, first down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 now in Raider territory at the 46.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
They run with Jackson out of the gun. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. The tackle made by K.J. Wright.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
I know he ain't got it. Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Check it out.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham.
Brings up 3rd down and 5.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Come off the ball. Switch. Alert, 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 alert. Red, top. Hey, Haywood.
Now Trubisky to throw. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 26.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Banjo.
On first down, Mixon. Oh, what a juke into space. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Joe Mixon, 26 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. On the run, it's Barkley. Ooh, the juke. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Zadarius Smith coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 14.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And he's going to go down again. Zadarius Smith picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Here we go on 4th down. Haskins. He'll let it fly into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. Watch the safety creep.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Tackle made by Marcus Golden.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Get ready. Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4. Come on. You better bring it.
From just shy of midfield, Trubisky. Defensively, that's Earl Thomas, the all-pro safety, knocking it free.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
SOS. Red, come. Alert. Five.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the 1st.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really be demoralizing.
54. Mike 54. That's right, baby. They don't want it. 6 guys. Check them.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. Oh, some strong running. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Trubisky, and he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills will add on to their lead. So now Trubisky will lead his guys to the line. They'll go for two here.
I'm coming for you, son. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Ran, son. Mike's by four.
Now it's Trubisky feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Even. 4 down. Even.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
On second down, here's Barkley. Finding room at the 30. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right.
Now Barkley stripped of the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Here's Trubisky to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Well, they've been part of the cream of the crop in the AFC all season. It's becoming more and more evident that they're going to get a shot to play for that Super Bowl title.
The momentum has been building, and you mentioned how well they've played throughout the season. It's all come together for them, and they are really laser-focused on being that team to represent in the Super Bowl.
They have been dominant in this one. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down. Back to Mixon on first down. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Raiders get a score closer. Those are the touchdowns that aren't just scored on Sundays or on Monday night. Those are the ones that are scored during the week because they had that preparation and a great route run.
Oh, I love that observation because you don't just roll out on game day and say, okay, go run this route and let's get it done. That means exactly what you said. The practice had to occur beforehand, which led to the timing, which led to the touchdown.
They'll look to run for it with Williams. And he'll get in, and they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Bills are going to recover. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game.
There he goes left side. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Joe Mixon saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And he keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. Space to maneuver at the 40. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Hey. Lunch 59.
From just shy of midfield, Haskins. And that going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
To throw on third down. Haskins. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28.
First down, Raiders.
I got you.
Now it's Barkley. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. Now the Raider offense will stay out there as they'll line up to go for two. They're going to run it with Barkley. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the Bills are going to recover. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Joe Mixon, 46 yards. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And that rushing touchdown, his fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
We got this.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
Watch the pass.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to let it fly. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy. Now Haskins to throw it. Flush to his right. And he's
taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. Well, the Lombardi Trophy would be nice to hoist. They have to hold off for that for a little bit. Right now, the Lamar Hunt has to feel good to hold.
Oh, it's got to feel great for them. And remember, Lamar Hunt helped create the American Football League, which became, of course, in most part, the American Football Conference. And he's the one who gave us the name Super Bowl.
And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.